Hello. In today's meeting, we are going to be working on the goal called Lead a Team at the project called Meeting a Team. So my name is Jamarin Ambaje. I will be the facilitator of this meeting, and I'm working with
Susan Nafisa and Susan Kavu.
So welcome to today's meeting, and as I shared with you in the email about the point we'll be discussing about on, so I also made an agenda. You can just go in the middle of the book. So as you see at the very first point, we are going to brainstorm some different rules that will be helping us throughout the project. So after the brainstorming phase, we go ahead and choose 10 that we feel will help us to be effective in our group. So I think without going further ado, we can start brainstorming the ones we feel like can be of great importance as a virtual team or to our group as well. So the idea is yours, and I will also be here to share with you after we come up with the ones we feel like are good and perfect. The phrase goes.
So thank you very much. On my side, as we are working in a team, it means that we need the focus and participation of everyone. So for that, we have the first one. I think we should be keeping our phones away, because when you are having your phone, it can distract you, and we won't have your focus 100%. And another one that I think it's like in the meeting we need to express what we are having in our mind. It means that we don't have to get other meetings after the meeting. So if you have a point to make, you make it in the meeting. So another point that I think about is to justify your point in case it is not understood by all of us. Maybe I can say something and Susan has difficulties to understand, so I have to make sure that I explain it to her so that she may understand very well. So another one, I think we can set a rule of no stories in the meeting, because if we are having a meeting and both of you are having a meeting, we understand that we're not going anywhere because we need 100% focus. Another one, I think we can also think about building trust, because we are working together. I need to trust your ability to work on your task and also yours, and both of you also need to trust me in the task that you're going to give me to do. And the last one that I can suggest is that we focus on people's issue. So if I have a problem, you as the coordinator for this project, you need to focus on that issue and see how we can solve it so that we may go ahead and finish the project. That's what I think about.
Okay. Thank you very much, Susan, for your contribution. I think that if you follow those rules, it will be really good and help us to be productive and effective. So, Susan, any other rules you think can help us?
Yeah, thank you. I think I'm suggesting maybe in this group we should have effective communication. For example, maybe if you're going to be late, you need to communicate to us on time so that we know that you're going to be late, or maybe if you have other issues, you help us know before the time for the meeting. And then the other thing is we need to also have effective collaboration. Like as a team, we need to unite, because when we unite, our efforts can really produce for us good results. And then the other thing is we need to set goals, clear ones, goals that can make us move towards achieving the goal of this project. Because when we don't have the goals, we can't really have the goals or the projects get done. So the other thing is I'm also suggesting we should have patience and understanding. For example, maybe if you're talking, I need to pay close attention. I need to have that patience in me so that I get to understand what you're saying. And then finally we need to seek and provide at the same time feedback. For example, if I've made a mistake, you need to come to me and tell me this and that you're doing is not really good, so So this will help us moving towards. So I think these are the things I would just say. Thank you.
Good and fantastic. I really enjoyed everyone's contribution, but I also have something that I feel like we can use throughout our group project. So you said everything about collaboration, no stories in a classroom, but I also think that we can really be aware of how we use our time. So I think time management can also be the rule that can guide us, because if for example we decided to meet next time by 10 a.m. so you come at 10:20, you understand that we will be leaving other stuff to work on behind. So make sure we also use our time effectively. So I was also thinking of having the rule that state valuing someone's idea. Sometimes in a group discussion, someone can raise his or her point, and his mate might say loud that no, I don't agree with you, or something like that. So I suggest that we can value someone's idea. Instead of attacking a person, we would rather attack the idea. I think that also can work. So the other thing was recent first to understand. So sometimes you say it about no stories, and most of the time if people are on their page and the person is saying about the contribution of the group, you have always to listen so that you can understand what the person is talking about. I think that also can work. So I also think that we can always speak positively while talking to a team. Sometimes you might need to give a feedback to someone which is the constructive, but there is a way of giving feedback. I think you learned about that. So we need to know always that you have to speak positively, either by providing feedback or by telling someone something. So another thing that I was thinking about, as a group, we might need to divide tasks. So I thought of setting performing tasks as you assign it to as a role, because I might assign you a task, or you might assign me a task, but I go at home and I do everything I want instead of working on the assigned task. So in that case, you understand that I will be putting you down instead of making you just progress. So I think also that can be a role. I don't think it makes sense. So it's fine now. I see that we've made up to 16 rules, but we need to come up at least 10 rules that can be effective. So in this time, I want you guys sit down. I give out 3 that I think can work. Every one of you is going also to give 3, but later on we choose one that we can agree on as a group. I think I make sense. So starting on health, I do think that time management is the first thing to put in the front. As every time we need first to respect the time. We every day have a meeting before we start working on the following project. So we need to be on time so that we can really be on track. So the second is valuing someone's idea. So we will be maybe giving ideas of a problem I don't know about the following project, but someone might need to speak. So I think it's not good just cutting him short.
Yeah.
You would rather let him speak, and once he's done, you go ahead. Or if you want to ask an idea, a clarification, you raise your hand and say, please attack the idea, not the person. So the last point that I think is most valuable is performing a task as you are assigned it to. So I said at the very beginning that we have different tasks to work on. Kindly be reminded that you will always come with either the homework completed if you are given it, or either prepared for the next activity if you had it. So I think I can let you also come up with 3 and we share out.
So I do agree with all what you have suggested, because when I think about them, I really understand that they will help us to be on time, to value others' ideas, and to work on the assigned task. For me, I think that they make sense for me, and we can keep them on the list of the 10. So on the one that I've been writing, so I'm going to suggest 2 of them because I think that they can work in a group. So you're going to tell me what you think about them. So I think that keeping phones away can help us to be more productive, because phones, they take much of our attention and we can't be productive with them around. So another one that I think on my list can work in the team is to focus on people's issue, because if I'm having a problem, though I communicate, you need to help me in the problem that I'm having, because as we are a team, we need to know how to assist each other.
Okay, thank you so much, and I really agree with the rules you have selected. And to add on it, I think I look at setting clear goals is also another thing which is very important, because it will help us to grow in this project to have the end. Then there's also effective communication. When we communicate, it becomes fine. And then patience and understanding. So we need to pay close attention as we understand someone while the person is speaking. I think those are the feedback I also give.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I did not think of putting phones away, and we know as a youth we might be distracted about calls or WhatsApp messages. Thank you very much. So now I think that we can, Susan, you can give us one rule that you feel like we can use or we can suggest as a group.
So I have 2. You can choose from the 2. There's effective collaboration and seeking and providing feedback. So which one do you think
I
among the
think
2?
seeking and providing feedback, that one is effective, because when you are working in a team, you don't know actually all what you're doing. Sometimes I may hurt you, or I might do something you don't agree with. So when you provide me feedback, it is going to help me to understand more what I'm doing and help the whole group.
Wow, fantastic. I really like that point. Guys, it's good just to tell someone his weakness or her weakness so that we can improve. Yeah, I really agree with that. So we now came up with 10 laws that I hope we're going to follow us. For us, they were set by ourselves. I think that we are going, guys, to work together, and we are looking forward to seeing the product from this team. And I see that there is power in you guys. We are going to make it. So without taking much time, I really want to congratulate you guys for first to be on time in the meeting as you were invited. That shows me that you are going to make the rule of time management. So thank you very much, and I think we meet after tomorrow just to see what the next step will be done. Yeah, thank you very much. Make sure you be there at 4 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.